Naruto 632 viewer comments. This is where I randomly read a large portion of the comments left on my review videos. And what we will do this week, what we do every week, is I will go ahead and read the top 2 most voted comments by you, and that's how we start this off. We have a lot of fun, and we do a lot of predictions, and this is like crowdsourcing big time. You get a lot of different points of view, and it's just a lot of fun. It's very interesting. Okay, before we get to that, as I've read through the comments, okay, most of them already, Sakura. Sakura's been a real problem this week. And that, I don't think it's a problem with the character. I mean, look, a person's creating this manga, okay? But this is really Kishimoto. What I think he was doing, if we start at the end, okay, is what Sakura says basically, now we can all stand back to back. She's on a high enough level where she can survive and actually assist the team. Okay, that's what I think Kishimoto was going for, and if that's what he was going for, he succeeded. We have to remember that there's a lot more abilities that Sakura has, okay, considering that, you know, from Tsunade, okay, her teacher, that we just haven't seen yet. And I'm sure and she does hold on to her abilities in a very intelligent way until she absolutely needs them. So that's a success. The problem is, okay, this is anything to do, well, okay, 2 things. Anything to do with a female character with Kishimoto is problematic. Let's just, as fans, let's just admit this. There's big problems with the female characters. He has real big issues. Okay, the other thing is he hyped up her abilities too much. Okay, there was in her dialogue and her whole thing, she was, you know, it was too much. Okay, it was too much. All right, and then there's a middle part of this that happened with Sakura that I think that most people they took it as Sakura having, because the first part was too big. They saw her, well, she had to get bailed out again. Once again, Kishimoto doesn't we don't contact directly or indirectly, actually, except through the manga. But I think what was trying to say is she did go too far, but she had to bring it back because she's part of the team. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to be, you know, a person that's excusing everything. I think that's simply what he went for. I think he failed in that. It's pretty clear that it didn't come off correctly to all of us and the fans. That's my opinion. You'll see this as a reoccurring thing as we go through the comments. Let's go ahead and start with this week's top 2. No stranger to being number 1 in the viewer comments. Chaz Malakian says, okay, chapter, more of a build-up of what's coming. Sakura is only going to be close to the level of Naruto and Sasuke if she has a Slug Sage level coming soon. I am starting to feel sorry for Karen because of Ochimaru, Suigetsu, and Karen went to help the Kages. She will be bitten like hell to help them recover. Good video. Keep up the good work. P.S. It was me who predicted on Manga 630 about the splitting Jubi and an error. Kiba's face when shouting, he doesn't have the marks on his face. Well, awesome. Really do appreciate it. And that was pretty cool. My question actually to you is, did you see that in another? Is this something from another manga? I kind of mentioned that. Also, you've seen something similar like this, or well, either way, you just guessed it. So awesome. Really do appreciate it. And it's always awesome. It's always fun to make predictions, and it's always even more fun whenever they come true. So awesome job on that once again. All right, DT Ninja 831, also not a stranger to making awesome comments and being within the top 2. It was a nice chapter in the sense we got to see Sakura finally release her seal. It was also interesting to see how she not only inherited Tsunade's power, but willed to be Hokage. In my opinion, she is not at the same level as Naruto and Sasuke. I don't know, though. Maybe she will surprise us. Her confidence is intriguing, and I hope she doesn't disappoint. Awesome. I love those. Those are pretty balanced comments I really do appreciate it. And let me go ahead. Well, actually, yeah. Where the heck is Ochomaru and crew? Right? Where's the Snake crew at? So that's another thing that keeps coming back up. Also, remember if your videos have anything to do with they're any way anime related, and it looks like some of these videos posted multiple times. I don't know why, but if your videos are any at all anime related, I will just go ahead and approve them, and then people can view them and make up their own mind on it. So anyway, awesome job. That was the top 2 comments. Once again, pretty much everybody in one way or another brings up Sakura. Okay. All right, really do appreciate that. Let's do a little time check here. Looking good. All right, let's go ahead and go with Incidema 2013. A list of side characters that Kishi has given more character development to than Sakura. Number 1, Hinata. This is true. We know her suffering, her childhood, right? And it makes her a lot more sympathetic. That's another reason there's more Hinata fans, whether it makes more sense, Sakura or Hinata. And I'm going to bring it up because we may as well have fun with it, because the series probably this time next year is over. Okay, let's just admit it. May as well have fun with it. And just like I say, just don't yell at try not to yell at people, okay? But anyway, what is it? The whole thing, play the ball, not the person. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Although for Americans, we don't play football, soccer like that. So anyway, okay. Number 2, Ino. I'd like to know more about Ino. That would be an interesting. I think that's probably be one of the top 5 characters or something that people would want to know more about. Shikamaru, very true. He's a character I just hated when he was formed, but his turnaround and finally growing up some and his responsibility, I like his character now. I like his character. And Neji, very extremely popular. This is true. This is also true. That's a lot, and so on. You get the point. This is really true, and. Incidema 2013 continues. Like I say, when I read these, a lot of times they're out of order, so just apologize for that. Kishi needs to do better with Sakura's character. And why does she still love Sasuke? This keeps coming up too. He has tried to kill her several times. It reminds me of the time when Karen saw Sasuke. Oh, that was the worst. I have to say, if there's any of these, if we're going to have ridiculous Sasuke reactions, Karen has to, people just absolutely, they didn't even, people just basically fell out of their chair with the Karen. They just were stunned at it and saw Sasuke and kept saying things like, the Rihanna stuff. But anyway, after healing with that hole Sasuke made in her chest, this just goes to show that as long as Sasuke-kun is alive, there will be no Naruto and Sakura pairing. Sasuke must die for Naruto and Sakura or Narahina for the win. Believe it. Or if you're a Narasaka fan, Shanaru. Okay. And then Incidema. It's just, for me, the pairing thing's hilarious. Incidema 2013 continues. I know this was Sakura's time to shine chapter, but we have seen this all before. She does the same thing when she fought the Zetsu army. This is pathetic. First of all, let me say that I don't hate Sakura's character. I hate what Kishi has done to her character or lack thereof. Yes. Sakura is one of the main characters in the series, and there hasn't been any development on Kishi's part. He forgot about her almost the entire series, and then at the end regurgitates the same crap we've seen before. Wow, I can't refute any of that. I don't know if you're wrong, but if you're wrong, I'm agreeing with you, because that would be the way that I see that too. All right, I think a lot of people, everybody see the Sakura thing really bothered people this week. All right, we really do appreciate the comments. And Rukun H1, this chapter was an okay chapter. Sakura stepped up the game, was a great idea, but Kishi did fail somewhat. Sakura said that she was always in the back and getting saved by others. In this chapter, in the end, Sakura is saved again by Naruto and Sasuke, which contradicts how strong she has become. I find it hilarious that Ino said that this was nostalgic. Pity that Neji wasn't there, and Sakura the same level as Naruto, Sasuke. No way, she isn't even near those guys. I thought, I'm going to go ahead and bring a Neji thing in there. I thought when he died, this is the deaths we're starting. Okay, and we're getting through this, and just Neji dies. I don't know how this is going to end, but anyway, it's kind of, I mean, it's something that's kind of brought, I mean, this is something that bothered, well, Neji's death bothered everybody, but it just kind of, this just brought it back up. I'm like, why Neji? But anyway, well, because we cared about him, that's why he died. This is true. All right, Denisha Quinones. I mispronounce everything, don't take offense, okay. Go to WordPress and look up Sakura Harino wrongly judged by Naruto fans. It's quite interesting. Okay, you guys can do that if you want. And let's see. Ricardo EMG. Just a question for you. If you were Sasuke and Hashirama story didn't make you change your mind about destroying Konoha, would you say that in front of the one guy that beat the most powerful Uchiha with the Kyuubi and Tobirama that was about to kick your ass, plus 2 other Hokages, all of them being immortal because Ito Tensei? Hell no. You just shut up and think what you do later. So Sasuke might still be evil, or he wants to become the Jinchuriki of the Jubi. Just think about Jugo's words. What you're saying is, I mean, it could be a factor, but I mean, the thing is, the world's getting destroyed, and that's not something that Sasuke wants while he's on the world. He's in this reality. Sasuke doesn't want to die. Okay, we all know this. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of other reasons. But as far as him being good, I want to agree with you 1,000,000%. Like I say, he goes to the neutral area, and then he goes evil again. Right now, he's in the neutral area. It makes sense for him to be there to save the world, and then he's going to go evil again. That's just, to me, that's just the way this thing is going to go. Like I say, my prediction, and I guess I'll have to keep saying it, is that he will end up somehow at some point, and it's been pointed out with the Rinnegan, it doesn't necessarily kill you, but what I believe will happen is he will kill Naruto at the end, and then maybe because he's got hardly no chakra left or what have you, he will bring him back and die, and that'll break the cycle. Or at least some variation of that. Anyway, that's just kind of a prediction I have. That sounds pretty good, whether that works out or not. Okay, really do appreciate your comments. All right, time check. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. Trent Low Manga. Okay, I think... Okay, can't be the last arc. This is a good point you bring up. This arc is just warming up. Granted, Neji's dead, but no one has been near death with the 5 Kages. Expect a shocker soon, but Madara knows that his worth, but wants to give Hashirama an actual battle-perfect Susanoo again. Jugo's relations to nature and his living wall transformation means that he's not there to think about Sasuke. Sasuke has yet to show the power of his eyes. Sasuke should have a new technique, or Gengetsu. Sasuke, Obito, or Madara haven't actually used Gengetsu technique. None of the current Uchiha have displayed extensive or extraordinary Gengetsu or eye techniques, so that I expect to see something from my Nizu Sasuke in chapters to come. But Orochimaru and Karen, huh? LOL. Has Kabuto been temporarily replaced? Kabuto still within Izami? Yamamoto's been really out of this thing, right? Thanks, Rampage. I need him instead of having you say. Okay, well, I'll pass that word. And then I mentioned Jugo. His cursed transformation is known as Ocharu, the Living Wall. I'm also sure the actual living wall where Ochomaru got his specimen for some experiments is where Kabuto took Yamamoto. The flower wall of Hashiruma's cells or the Gedo statue. Jugo is directly connected to either the Jubi or Hashirama as seen when he interacts with nature. He's got this totally, it seems like this complete, totally unique ability from where. So I like where that's going. Now, as far as the eye techniques and everything, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more stuff going on. We've actually been seeing a lot more stuff, in my opinion. But yeah, I really do appreciate your comments. You're bringing up all the people, right, that are basically still floating around out there, which is really genius because it gives us a lot more stuff to talk about. But yeah, that's really do appreciate those comments. All right, I think this is probably a good place to stop. Whenever you're ready, meet up again in part 2.